My name is Destinee. I am a poet. I have been a poet for performing for about 3 years now. And today I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of everything, okay? So with everything going on, right? We just got into 2021. Thank God we made it. Hello, hello. And this first poem is basically talking about everything, that we experienced through the end of 2020 to the beginning of 2021. And it's called Enough is Enough. What is the solution? Peaceful protests turn to persecution. Rubber bullets penetrate the skin at close contact. Everyone's a target, but it's worse if you're black. Our skin color is not a disease or a weapon, it is a gift. Our culture, much like our history, is altered by people who follow trends, but can never walk a day in our skin, yet still, we love, smile, and fight. Our resilience is something you admire, right? To educate the ignorant is a must. To de-brainwash the free, because the facade is that everyone in America is treated equally. Has it always been this bad? Hate to our faces and love behind our backs. Well, now we see your hate in plain sight. Turn off your body cam, break our doors, murder our people, and scream, stop resisting. But how can we resist if we are simply listening? We need to go to the polls, invest in ourselves, because this generation we are not taking anymore. But before we can do that, we need to understand that we have the power. We are the generation. This is the end of white supremacy, regardless of where it comes from. You need to end. And to anyone who believes that it should continue, believes that it is not an issue, well, let me introduce you to 2021, your final end. Okay, so that was the first one. And that was just talking about everything we've experienced, right? 2021 has definitely been, the beginning of a different energy, right? And with that being said, I'm also going to take you guys through a different journey, right? So below me, what I'm gonna grab right now is my poetry book. I wrote it when I was 17 years old, and it is basically, my first introduction to boys, okay? So for all of the women out there, right, there's a point in our lives where, like, boys are not just boys, they're like boys, So this is talking about that, right? And this is basically my first encounter, my first heartbreak, but who I become after it, right? Nobody talks about how getting your heart broken teaches you the person you are meant to become. Nobody talks about the transition. Everybody talks about the pain, but who do you become because of that pain? That's what we're gonna talk about today. So, let me go to the first one. This one is called the talking phase. This is that gray area I hate the most. At this point, you have no idea what you are. People say you are just talking, but it still plays with your heart. You believe, they're into you, and they'll tell you that they are, but don't be fooled. There are about 15 other women they're talking to. It's a silly assumption to make, to think that you are grown, so you no longer have to wait. Well, you do. 10 men and 15 women, so it's no longer needed. Women want them from all over the world, so whatever you won't do, another woman would, and I don't really know if that's good. You have to look at it and realize they're not yours. So you can't be justified or be mad because he never cheated. You open up, show him things he has never seen, in hopes that he will one day be your everything. Don't be naive. Don't believe the smooth talk, because you never know who they are talking to after dark. Okay, this one's my favorite one. It's called Timeless. Your presence, my favorite place. Oblivious to what happens outside of us, your eyes, my safe space. Naked, unashamed, although I am fully clothed, you love all the things I don't. 5 seconds, 7 minutes, 4 hours, all of them feel the same, because I feel timeless every time you call my name, every time you smile, I look into my eyes, the way your hand fits perfectly into mine. I have known you for seconds, but we are so close. My mind runs marathons, but with you, I am still basking in your ambiance, hoping this is real. A connection this strong, I have only felt with you. Maybe that's why time watches us when I am with you. I love these, okay.